So this Friday, we are getting another Player of the Month set added into MLB The Show 19. This one obviously is going to be for the August Player of the Month. In this video, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys my predictions on who I think is going to get some of those Player of the Months and possibly even Tops Now cards. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we even get into the predictions and start talking about these guys, I just want to remind you guys and make sure you know there are 3 Tops Now cards already available for the August Player of the Month set. You've got Andrew Heaney, you've got Kyle Seager, and probably the most important one, 87 overall Aristides Aquino. So all 3 of these cards you can already get. I assume you're going to need all 3 of them to complete that next set for Player of the Month. And the big thing about this is Aquino. He's an 87 overall. He actually won the National League Player of the Month. So I don't really see them giving him another diamond. Like, he got this Tops Now. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible for him to get that crazy high diamond, but just 2 of the same card in one set just doesn't really seem to make sense or add up to me. So I would probably bet against Aquino getting one because he already has the 87 Tops Now, even if the Player of the Month card would be better. So just want to make sure you guys know that. Now let's jump into some actual predictions. Okay, so the first guy here is going to be Gio Urshela, and he's going to be kind of an honorable mention. I don't think he's going to get one, but he could possibly get it. You know, it's kind of up in the air. There is a reason why I don't think he'd get one, and I'll get into that. But taking a look at what he did in August, he had a 385 average, a 413 on base, a 663 slugging with an OPS almost at 1100. He had 7 home runs, which is the most home runs he's hit in 1 month so far this year. 18 RBIs, that's the most runs he's driven in. He had 8 doubles. He also had 40 hits. He hasn't hit 30 hits in any of the months before that. He got 40 in the month of August. So he was all over, doing everything offensively for the Yankees. He definitely deserves one. The only reason I don't think he's going to get one is because he already has the 76 overall Tops Now. Now, this doesn't mean he can't get one, obviously. If he's a Player of the Month card, he's a Player of the Month card. That matters. The thing is that I don't know if they're going to kind of want to do the same card twice in a Player of the Month and Tops Now set. I don't know if they've done that so far this year, and even though there have been guys who have had better months than some previous ones, they just haven't really done that so far. So I could see them holding off on giving Gio Urshela a card, even though he probably deserves one, just because of already silver Tops Now that he has. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at our first legitimate prediction, Walker Buehler from the Dodgers. He had a great month of August, kind of went a little under the radar as well. He had a 1.69 ERA in 5 starts. In those 5 starts, he threw 32 innings. One of them was a complete game. He allowed 23 hits, which is the fewest amount of hits he's allowed in a single month this entire season. He allowed the lowest amount of earned runs at 6. He allowed 8 walks, which was a little bit more than he normally does, but still it's not very bad at all considering he had 48 strikeouts, which is the most he's had out of any month. He only allowed 1 home run this entire month as well. So multiple per 9 stats on the Walker Buehler card for a Player of the Month could be juiced. Home runs per 9 would be way up there. Hits per 9 would be way up there. Ks per 9 would be way up there. Walks per 9 you could do whatever because, like I said, he did have the most walks this month other than April where he had 9, so he had 8 this month. So you could play around with it, but I think Walker Buehler put together a very strong month. That low ERA and a whip underneath 1 as well, striking out almost 14 batters per 9. I think he could get one. Okay, next up, we've got JD Martinez from the Boston Red Sox. Now, this one's a little bit more interesting. There's only one way I feel like they could truly make this card worth it because you take a look at what JD Martinez brings to a table with his Live Series card already. Great hitting, obviously, but he's got fielding that's really low, so he's pretty much like unusable. That 45 fielding will kill you if you put him in left field, especially at higher levels in the game. So in order to make this card any sort of valuable to anybody, or like any sort of value to this card needs to be from the hitting. He needs to have just extremely boosted hitting stats for him to be like valuable at all. And if you take a look at what he did in the month of August, I mean, hey, these are some insane hitting numbers, man. A 394 average with a 475 on base, a 768 slugging, and an OPS at 1242. 10 home runs, 7 doubles, 39 total hits. So JD Martinez could probably get like an 88 to an 89 if they just bring his hitting stats up even more and juice the hell out of it. Probably nothing's going to change with his fielding, so he's still probably going to be unusable out there, but at least the hitting will be even better. Okay, next up we have the National League reliever of the month, and that is going to be Felipe Vasquez. Now, Felipe Vasquez does already have a diamond in the game. He's got that 2017 flashback, which is an 85 overall, and he's a really good lefty. But if we take a look at what he did in August, I think he needs an even better card than that 85, dude. A 0.87 ERA in 10.1 innings pitched, 3 saves. He finished 9 games total. Like, he was insane. 11 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed, which was his only earned run. He didn't walk, or he only walked 1 batter, I'm sorry. He had a whip of underneath 0.5. He was allowing little to no base runners in the entire month, and he could get an extremely good card. Now, he would probably not have the best Ks per 9, which is the strong point on his card. He's got a 98 Ks per 9 in his live series. So that would honestly probably take a little bit of a dip, considering this was his lowest strikeout month on the entire year. But his hits per 9 would go up, his walks per 9 would go up, his home runs per 9 would go up, his clutch would go up. His Player of the Month card would be insane. Alex Bregman, he did win American League Player of the Month. He actually won American League Player of the Month, and Yordan Alvarez, his teammate, won Rookie of the Month, so it was an all Astros sweep right there. This dude had an insane month of August. Let's just get into it. 404 average, already insane. 487 on base, 747 slugging, OPS at 1235, 6 home runs, 14 doubles, 1 triple, 31 runs batted in. He struck out less times, or he struck out the least amount of times and actually walked 15 times, so he had a great strikeout to walk ratio, 40 total hits on the month. This dude was doing everything. So he could definitely get like a 97 to a 98 overall diamond. You just boost the hell out of his hitting. His power would stay like about the same, but his contact would be out of this world. He would probably have like, you know, 110, 115 contact against either side. The vision would probably be up even more. I don't know if they're going to do anything with the fielding, but I don't really care about that. Wouldn't that be weird if back-to-back Astros got it? That'd be kind of crazy. So anyway, Alex Bregman, Player of the Month. He should get a card, if not getting the Lightning card. Let's talk about Wilson Ramos from the New York Mets. Now, truthfully, I see his card being more of a Tops Now card because of the hitting streak that he's been on. I think it's up to like 25, 26 games or something like that. So Wilson Ramos definitely has a chance to get a card in either one of the sets, and I think he'd be a perfect candidate, you know, like a mid-tier silver, trying to get that high diamond card. He would be excellent in both of the sets. He had a 434 average with a 462 on base, a 576 slugging, and an OPS at 1.037, 3 home runs, 5 doubles, 20 RBIs, but the power wasn't really where he was excelling. He got 43 total hits this month. You know, that 434 average with 43 hits, he was all over the bases for the New York Mets. You know, he doesn't have very much speed, but at the end of the day, if he can get on base, that's all you really need from Wilson Ramos. So I think he'll get either a Player of the Month or a Tops Now. He's gonna be in that set in some point, in some capacity. He will be there. I can almost guarantee that. All right, let's talk about one of the best trade deadline acquisitions from this year's deadline. Nicolas Castellanos from the Chicago Cubs. In the month of August, he showed up. He got traded and he showed up for the Cubs, man. 348 average, 385 on base, 713 slugging, OPS at pretty much 1100, 11 home runs, 9 doubles, 20 runs batted in, 40 total hits on the month, 82 total bases. This guy should be a gold in the game as a live series to begin with. If you're not going to give him a Diamond Player of the Month card, at least give him a gold. At least give him some love, because for the month he put together for the Chicago Cubs, coming into a new clubhouse, you know, leaving a rebuilding team or bad team, going into a team that's on a playoff push, for him to come in there and put up those numbers, that says a lot about him as a batter, and I think his Player of the Month card should kind of resemble that. The month he put together was amazing. Let's see a good Nicolas Castellanos card. And last but not least, the final guy I'm going to talk about here is Jack Flaherty from the St. Louis Cardinals. I think this guy is going to get the Lightning card. We haven't gotten a pitcher as the Lightning card yet, and I think they're going to do it at some point. Now, I don't think people are going to love him as the tops now, or I'm sorry, the Player of the Month Lightning card. I think that kind of makes the value of the Player of the Month go down a little bit, just because, you know, people want to see hitters, people want to use the guy every game. You know, when you get a pitcher, you only get a 1 in 5 chance to even use him. But either way, I think we need to get a pitcher at some point, and the way Jack Flaherty pitched this month was just unbelievable. He had 6 starts where he threw 38 innings. He had a 0.71 ERA. That is amazing. 3 earned runs in 38 innings. He only walked 9 batters and struck out 47, which was 10 more than his previous month's high, which was in July, where he struck out 37. He allowed less walks, less home runs, obviously the lowest amount of earned runs so far this season. And you look at what he did in the month of August with a 0.71 ERA. He had an ERA over 7 in June. The turnaround from Jack Flaherty in the second half of the season has been amazing. He's been one of the reasons the Cardinals are in the top of that division right now, trying to hold on and get that division championship going into the postseason. If Jack Flaherty continues to pitch the way he's pitching, they're going to get it no matter what. So Jack Flaherty, I do think, will be the Lightning Player of the Month card. Will that make people upset and, you know, cause the Player of the Month value to go down? Probably a little bit, but at the end of the day, I do think he will be the boss. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is there anybody I missed? Obviously, Mike Clevenger was the American League Pitcher of the Month, but he just got a diamond in the last set, so I don't think we'll be seeing another diamond Mike Clevenger. You know, it's in that point of the year where guys are having multiple good months, and they've either already gotten a set or already gotten a card in a certain set, and maybe they're not going to get one again. It's like, it gets a little gray and hazy this time of year when it comes to this stuff. So, you know, I wouldn't think too far into it. But down in the comments, I'm sure I missed somebody. I'm sure there's somebody you guys wanted me to talk about that I didn't talk about, so feel free to let me know down there. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. Are you guys going to complete the tops now in Player of the Month set this month, or does it depend on the reward? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down there. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Drop a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.